Alright, here's another conundrum. You know we love to give you conundrums here on India. Can you make your existing ride feel more expensive? Well, you can of course achieve it by using leather this and interior that, but how about tuning the sound and the vibrations of the car using stuff like this to make your car feel much more luxurious, richer, and well, overall it feels like it's a much more solid package. Well, we're here at KL Auto and these guys are going to show us how. Check it out. Now, we start off with the engine bay. We're talking about vibration and harshness. Where else would we go to if it's not the engine bay? Now, what my friend Sam here is doing is he's tracing out the shapes of the cutouts that he needs to make later, like so. Now, once he has this, he will then transfer this pattern onto the foam that will be installed up in the engine bonnet, and that will automatically reduce the vibration and the harshness coming from the engine. Now I know what you're thinking, no way, right? Foam can actually improve the sound system and your ambience feel in your car. Well, I'm going to prove to you with this very simple experiment over here. I've got music playing, you know, got some good rasa sounds. Okay, now this stuff over here is the stuff that goes under the bonnet, alright? Check that out. Now, you can still hear the sound, but the bass has been cut out. So this is where vibration has been cut out significantly and prevented from entering your car cabin. All right. So this is the stuff that goes into the bonnet, under the bonnet. So it's foam. All right. Then you've got these two stuff over here. All right. Let me tell you a little bit about this stuff over here. This is used to dampen the sound. And this is used to block the sound. You see over here, this is a composite material in there, and this goes down first. This goes under your carpet, and then you have this another composite material, which is a combination of foam and sound stopper. So this absorbs the sound, and this stops the sound from coming into your cabin. So once again, I'm going to crank it up. All right. This is what damped sound sounds like. So you definitely get the bass out of your system, and this is purely damping. And then you install another layer over there, which is this combination here cuts sound. So this is definitely marked, significantly reduced from that to that. See? Proven. Demonstration number 2, where I get to play Bam Bam. Now we've got two metal plates over here, and you know they're going to clang really loudly when I hit them. This one here does not have the dampening stuck on it. This one has a small amount of dampening stuck on it. And are you ready to see the difference or hear the difference? Hey, Chinese New Year's in town. And how about this one? This one has got dampening on it. Sounds dead. Now that is exactly what the dampening, which is stuck onto the back of this plate, is meant to do, and evidently it does its job very, very well. Oh, look at all this yummy delicious steak. We've got sirloin strip. No, I'm kidding. You know, these are the cutouts that we were talking about earlier. So the foam has already been cut to the exact shape on these bonnets over here, bonnet holes over here, and this is where the guys from KL Auto is going to install it. Sam, please let them begin your work. These guys at KL Auto really make it look very, very simple. Well, actually, it's not rocket science. It's all in the preparation process, where each piece is measured and cut accordingly. And then each piece is installed onto the underside of the bonnet area before the original casing of the bonnet is put in place. Once that's done, they move into the cabin area, where they remove the carpets and clean the floors using a vacuum cleaner. Now, once the floor is clean, spick and span, and dust free, they go down with a layer of dampening material. Once they're done with the dampening, they will go in with the foam composite, which features the sound absorption and sound retention modules within the foam itself. Now, let's take the car for a spin. Alright, let's take this baby out for a test drive. Immediately, what you will notice is that the rolling sound from the tire, from the road, is sharply lessened, and you can hear less of that, which is definitely a good thing. The cabin feels much more solid, and it feels like you're in a much more well-enveloped cocoon space. Again, that's really a good thing. The thrum of the engine is reduced. Now, I understand that it's reduced by about 30%, and well, if you're wondering, can you tell the difference between an undampened engine sound and one that has already been dampened? I can tell you for a fact that, hey, definitely big difference. 30%, you can definitely tell the difference. Is it worth the investment? I would definitely say yes. There you have it. All in all, like I said, good investment. If I actually turned off the air conditioning, I could hear absolutely nothing apart from the faint thrum of the engine, and that is most definitely a good sign, especially we're playing with a car that's, well, this car was built in 2006. So for a car that old, you know, breaching 8 years old, you can definitely feel the difference in terms of the vibrations as well as the sound. Now, one other quality that was not mentioned earlier is this, and I was saving the best for the last. Why would you want to put foam? You know, it'll burn. You know, it will melt in your engine bay. Check this out. This foam will not burn. It will not catch fire in your engine bay. It will melt, but that's a safety feature. All in all, great stuff.